Raider Nation, what's going on? We got some breaking news. The Raiders are going to sign offensive tackle Trent Brown, and I don't know about you, but I am absolutely ecstatic with this signing because yesterday I was like, hold on, Raiders, what are we doing? Get rid of KELECHI OSEMELE. Now when you tell me that they freed up over $10 million in cap space, if you would have told me that they were going to go out and get Trent Brown, would have absolutely been ecstatic over it. Now, the deal is 4 years, $66 million, $37.75 million of that money is guaranteed. Now, we drafted Kolton Miller in the first round last year, and Kolton now is going to slide over to right tackle. And I love the idea of Trent Brown protecting Derek Carr's blind side. And at the end of the day, the Raiders had one of the worst offensive lines last year. Let's just be real. You insert Trent Brown. Now, Trent, I'm telling you right now, you better make it worth that $16.5 million per year because you're getting paid a hefty dose. But when I look at all these Raiders offseason moves, to me, it is just vocalizing that this is 2019. This is a prove-it year for Derek Carr. You're going to go out and trade for one of the best wide receivers in the NFL in Antonio Brown. And then you're going to protect Derek Carr's blind side in 2019. This is 2019. The Raiders are going, heck, are the Raiders in win now mode? It's blowing my mind, the moves that this team's doing. I've been saying that they're going to take it slow and they could look for 2020. But, I mean, come on, guys. I want you to answer below. Type B for believe it, baby, or type T for tuck that. Have the Raiders flip to win now mode. I mean, you go out and you get Antonio Brown. Now you're protecting Derek Carr's blind side. I mean, the Raiders, they gave up 52 sacks last year, the fifth most in the NFL. It's one of the reasons why I think we can all agree that Derek Carr struggled so much. Heck, in 2016 and 2017, the Raiders gave up a combined 42 sacks. The Raiders had one of the best offensive line units in 2016, and it's why the Raiders were 12-4. And I think before Derek got hurt, we could all agree that they were a legit Super Bowl contending team. You insert Trent Brown, who now is the highest paid offensive tackle in the NFL. And again, like Derek, you got to show up. Now, Trent Brown is scheduled to make $16.5 million this year, and then Taylor Lewan, Nate Solder, Jake Matthews, Donovan Smith up there. I think we can all also agree that I hope Trent Brown pans out a little bit better than Nate Solder because he has been an absolute bust, in my opinion, with the New York Giants. And the fact that Trent Brown is entering the fifth year and the dude's only 25 years old. Now, according to PFF, he was rated as their 30th best offensive lineman. Sure, whatever. But at the end of the day, I think Trent Brown, from what I've seen, is a really, really talented offensive tackle. And at only 25 years old, entering year 5, this dude's ceiling is through the roof to me. And if we can maybe get his full potential, I'm telling you right now, this is a great, great signing for the Oakland Raiders. Brandon Parker, nothing against you, but you're not Trent Brown. And Kolton Miller, I think, was good last year. However, when he was injured, that's when he saw a lot of the struggle. So now this is the new updated 2019 offensive line depth chart for the Oakland Raiders. As you can see, Trent Brown there playing left tackle. Denzel Good, he's going to move up where KELECHI OSEMELE used to be. Rodney Hudson, still one of the best centers in the NFL. Gabe Jackson, a very, very good right guard. And then Kolton Miller shifts over to right tackle. I'm telling you right now, I really, really like this offensive line. I'm interested to see what the Raiders may do, and considering the offensive in the NFL draft. But when I look at this offensive line depth chart, I'm actually really, really excited. The only thing that scares me is we can have all the offensive line depth charts in the world, and we can have all these talented players. We still have one issue. I'm sorry, you know that I don't like Tom Cable. And if you guys think that Tom Cable should get fired, let me see some FCs. I already see Troy. He already beat me to it before I put it in. Troy Honorado, I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, he's typing in there. Aaron FCs, Tony G. Cable is ass, man. I totally agree with you guys. I have never been a fan of Tom Cable. I never have. And when you look to see what Tom Cable did with the Seattle Seahawks in 2017, they give up the most sacks in the NFL. He comes on over to the Oakland Raiders. They give up 52 sacks, and sure, there was injuries, guys. I get it. But when I see the Raiders having one of the best offensive lines in 2016 and 2017, And then Tom Cable comes over in 2018, and then just shit hits the fan. It makes me go insane. So type FC for fire Tom Cable, because I am absolutely sick and tired of seeing that guy in silver and black. Again, if you're just joining us, we got some breaking news for the Oakland Raiders. They are going to sign offensive tackle Trent Brown. The deal is 4 years, $66 million, $36.5 million is guaranteed, and Kolton Miller is going to slide over to right tackle. With him sliding over to right tackle, this is going to, I think, bolster our offensive line, because at the end of the day, Kolton, when he was healthy, actually played pretty well. But I am much more confident in Trent Brown being able to protect Derek Carr's blind side. And for any of you who think $16.5 million is a lot, I'm going to disagree with you, because, again, the Raiders right now see that, okay, we are going to fully commit to Derek Carr. They gave him guaranteed money. If you want to see what you have in Derek Carr, who is your franchise quarterback, who is your future, you protect his blind side, and you go out and get one of the best wide receivers in the NFL, in Antonio Brown. And yesterday when they did the trade for KELECHI OSEMELE, I was like, I don't really know how I feel about it. But then when you free up over $10 million, now I'm looking at it, it's like, okay, yeah, I am all about this trade now. If you didn't see the KELECHI OSEMELE trade, you probably don't subscribe to our channel, youtube.com/Raiders Report. But here was the trade. KELECHI OSEMELE, offensive guard. Jets get him and a 6th-round pick. Then the Raiders, they received that 2019 5th-round pick. But again, we're looking at this and we're saying to ourselves, this was the trade that freed up a lot of cap space. And I'm starting to wonder what the Raiders are going to do in 2019. I mean, heck, they already traded for Antonio Brown. Now they go out and sign Trent Brown. I mean, could we potentially be seeing another big signing? I mean, NFL free agency is only a few days away. Are the Raiders going to sign Le'Veon Bell? I tweeted out yesterday that Derek Carr followed Le'Veon Bell on Twitter. Like, there are certain things that are rumblings that are happening. I mean, Antonio Brown is reportedly trying to recruit Bell to the Raiders, and I'm going to be dropping a video on Main Chat Sports channel page, so you can check that one out at youtube.com/chatsportstv. My top team right now for Le'Veon Bell is the Oakland Raiders, and I can't even believe I'm saying it. I think they're going to try to sweep it right out from underneath the Jets' feet, but if you think the Raiders are going to sign Le'Veon Bell, I want you to type 1 for yes or type 2 for no. If you think I'm crazy, get at me below at Mitchell Renz 365. Get at me. Again, breaking news, the Raiders, they signed Trent Brown. 4 years, $66 million. The report is from Adam Schefter, not a bullshit, as you guys know. But at the end of the day, I think this is a great signing for the Oakland Raiders, ultimately, because, again, they're doing things that's making me confident that they're in win-now mode. One of the things that they did just yesterday, or technically, at like midnight or something like that, was they went out and they traded for Antonio Brown, one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. And I'm pretty sure if you tried to do this trade on Madden would laugh at you. They would. A 3rd round and a 5th round pick for one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. Like Antonio Brown, 6 straight years of over 1,000 yards, career high 15 receiving touchdowns last year. You don't get this kind of trade. Now, we know Mr. Big Chest kind of deflated his trade value a little bit. But as far as I'm concerned, AB wanted guaranteed money. We gave him guaranteed money. And now he's going to show Derek Carr, hey, man, you want a number 1 wide receiver? You want somebody you can rely on? Yeah, 100% like it. I love the Antonio Brown trade. I love the Trent Brown signing. Really excited to see what this Raiders team's doing. And I see this excitement going on right now. I mean, heck, do you guys think the Raiders could actually make it to the playoffs? I was asked that yesterday. And now with this signing, how many games will the Raiders win in 2019? We need to remember that the Raiders have the hardest schedule in the NFL, okay? And we still play in the AFC West, which I think we can all agree is the hardest division in the NFL. The Chiefs, Super Bowl MVP, can't even think. MVP, Patrick Mahomes, 50 touchdowns, plus the Chargers, a great team there. So how many games will the Raiders win in 2019? Ruben's going 8. Ernie Lopez going for the Stars with 12. Vernon saying 9. Raiders Cafe, 5, okay? Mr. Robertson says 8 or 9, 10 right now from Anthony Dittner. Like, I get the excitement is here. I still don't know if the Raiders are a 10-win team. I said before that I think the Raiders could win 7 games. Now with the Trent Brown signing, now with the Antonio Brown signing, now you go out and get Le'Veon Bell, have a solid draft, because we still have 3 picks in the first round, 4 picks in the top 35. You address the defense. I'll tell you what, Raider Nation, I am getting super, super excited. Excited's one word, but I want to know from everybody watching, because this show isn't about me, it's about all y'all. One-word reaction, okay? So no cheating, no cheating. One-word reaction to the Trent Brown signing. I want you to comment below. Hit me up on IG or Twitter, at Mitchell Renz 365. Let me hear your rumblings, because the best answers that I see, you guys are going to get a shout-out on my next show. Now, I think one of the best things that we can do here at the Raiders Report is I love seeing your guys' reactions. When stuff goes insane, I love seeing the reactions that I get from my loyal YouTube watchers. And if you're not already a subscriber, make sure you do. YouTube.com/Raiders Report, the #1 Raiders channel on YouTube. It's right below again. YouTube.com/Raiders Report. So give me those one-word reactions to the Trent Brown signing. And if you're already in the comment section, like I've been seeing, you got a lot of reactions going on. So the first one that's coming in here is from Mr. Terrell 916. I think the Raiders can go 12-4 if it all fall in place. Got to have faith in whatever we do. Oh, Mr. Terrell, I mean, I think I have faith. 12-4 is still a little bit of a stretch. But pro tip, spell check. I think it'll be your friend. Chris M. Moody on Facebook. What's up, my dude? His one-word answer for this signing is optimistic. Okay, I'm all about it. Jim Wilson. I don't necessarily know if this is a response, but I think he wants to fire Tom Cable. Jim, you and I, we're linking up. Hit me up on IG or Twitter at MitchellRenz365. As far as I'm concerned, you type in FC in the comment section, first round of beers is on me. Victor Figueroa. What happens with Donald Penn now? Hashtag Raiders. I've been saying for a while that I think the Raiders are going to move on from Donald Penn. And, I mean, he's 35 years old. He's going to have a steep contract. And if the Raiders want to cut him, it's $1.75 million, I believe, in dead cap space. Or they could trade him. I think the realistic trade destination for a player like Donald Penn is back to the Houston Texans, because they desperately need offensive line help. Matt, if you're a loyal watcher, and I hope you are, and I hope you subscribe to youtube.com/Raiders Report, you know that it drives me insane when people don't have pictures. So, Matt, from me to you, please update your picture. Now we just got to find a left guard. Laugh out loud. Sure, I still think Denzel Good was actually pretty solid, but again, there's some decent offensive guards in the draft that they could potentially target. But, I mean, you're telling me Trent Brown, Rodney Hudson, Gabe Jackson, Kolton Miller, that's a great offensive line. And again, Denzel Good, I still think, is one of the better and more underrated guards in the NFL. One-word reaction if you're just joining us. If you don't know, Trent Brown is going to be signed with the Oakland Raiders 4 years, 66 million. Exactly, guys. I'm losing my mind. What is it? $36.75 million guaranteed money. The Raiders, man, they're making moves. They're trading for Antonio Brown. They're signing Trent Brown. All these Browns are coming over. I'm losing sleep. I tried to be a responsible adult, getting extra sleep, and the Raiders are just like, nah, fam, you ain't doing that. Brian Lance, loyal watcher on Facebook, what's up, buddy? He says outstanding for his one-word remark towards the Trent Brown signing. I agree. I absolutely love it. I think the upside with Trent Brown is absolutely outstanding. 25 years old, entering his 5th year in the NFL. It gets me excited, and again, when I see this, they're protecting Derek Carr's blind side. Derek Carr had a little bit of happy feet last year. Let's just be real. Insert Trent Brown, protect that blind side, upgrade the offensive line. Absolutely love it. Hugo Hernandez, what up? Mitch the GOAT. Oh, okay. I'll dab on that one. Mitch the GOAT, Hugo, much appreciated, my man. Hit me up, IG or Twitter, MitchellRenz365. Give that follow back. Gucci Boy, this fan base will be begging for Tua come week 8. Now, I don't personally believe that. I am not a believer that I don't know. How's the way can I phrase this? Don't really know if Tua's going to be a good NFL quarterback. I think Tua looks good at Alabama because Alabama is just really good. However, when Tua's actually had to play in some tough games, been a little bit shaky. Aaron, what's up, my dog? Throbbing. Send a picture to me. What is throbbing? At Mitchell Renz 365. Slide it on in there. John Hall. John, I know you're a loyal watcher. And I'm upset because I know you watch all my videos, you respond to like all my stuff on Instagram, Twitter, everything, and you still don't have a freaking picture. But the word is, I believe, scrumdiddlyumptious. Wow. All right. I like it, though. It's clever. Duck my ash. That's a good name. where will Kolton go? Kolton is sliding over to right tackle, and when the Raiders drafted Kolton Miller 15th overall last year out of UCLA, he was expected to be the left tackle, and Donald Penn was going to stick over there with right tackle, but I think Kolton is athletic enough, and if you remember some of the quotes that Gruden came out and said after the combine or after the draft, he said that he thinks Kolton Miller is one of the most athletic players that he's ever seen, just in terms of size, speed, combination, and Kolton struggled last year at the left side. He did, but I think a lot of that had to do with injuries. Now you insert him over to the right tackle position. Again, Kolton's very athletic, and I think it's an overall good move. You playing Trent Brown on the left, Kolton Miller on the right. McDonald's, I'm loving it. One-word reaction to the Trent Brown signing. Again, 4 years, $66 million. He is the highest paid offensive tackle in the NFL now with $36.75 million guaranteed. That's $16.5 million guaranteed per year. Comment below how much money you're making per year, because I can guarantee you, for me right here, guys, I'm not making $16.5 million guaranteed. But if you guys keep super chatting me, hey, maybe, just maybe, I can get up to $16.5 million every single year. I'd absolutely love it. KELECHI Ken, hashtag Raiders. Mitch is T. Brown good? I don't know anything about him, to be honest. Yeah, I think he is actually a very, very talented offensive tackle. But when I look at Trent Brown, I think he struggled a little bit last year, okay? But again, he's entering his 5th year. He's only 25 years old, and his upside is insane to me. And I think you're giving him 4 years to prove what he's got. And at $16.5 million, I get it's a hefty bargain, or a hefty price tag. But if you want to find out this year whether Derek Carr is your franchise quarterback or not, you protect his blind side, you add a wide receiver like Antonio Brown, and I think the Raiders are doing the right things right now in that organization to see whether or not Derek Carr is their franchise quarterback. And heck, I don't need to put a reaction up there, but if you think Derek Carr is the franchise quarterback, let me hear it. I want to see why for yes and for no. Is Derek Carr the franchise quarterback? Because when you're going to spend all this money protecting his blind side and adding options around him, he better be. We're going to find out really, really quick. Again, super chat me, because when you do, you're guaranteed 4 Chucky heads to get on the show. This one's from Kirby18. All it says is Raiders, baby. Kirby, my man, much appreciated for the super chat. Anybody who super chats me, I'll also give you a follow back on IG or Twitter at Mitchell Renz 365. So take a screenshot that you sent it. Show me who you are. Let's link up. Ruben's my dude. Will the Raiders draft Drew Metcalf? I've actually never heard of Drew Metcalf, but there's actually this really good wide receiver, Ruben, out of Ole Miss. His name's DK Metcalf. I still don't think the Raiders will draft him, though, because I think if they want DK, they're going to have to take him at 4th. And for me, that's just a little bit too high for DK Metcalf, because he's going to be a top 10 pick. Van, what do you got? I will make a Pornhub Raider play with my self-video on that platform in my car jersey if we fire Tom Cable. Wow. Hang on. I mean, let's get it going. Let's get this going. I guess if you need a star or a guest appearance, I guess I could do it. I mean, on my Tinder account, it literally says that I get paid to make videos with men, rarely women, but mostly solo. So, hey, if you need a guest, let me know. But can we get some FC, fire Tom Cable? All right, what do we got? We got David, Steve Munoz, Sean VR Guy, FC, Mr. Terrell FC. Guys, keep going those FCs in the comment section, because I got a big baller super chat here from Daryl Anderson. And wow. Daryl, I appreciate the super chat, okay, first off. What about Marshawn Lynch re-signing? If not, can we take Quinnen Williams with the 4th overall pick, then take Josh Jacobs with the 24th overall pick, a top corner or safety in the draft to complement Garyon Conley? Daryl, I greatly appreciate this question, so I will 100% feature this question on one of my next Raiders Report, because again, guys, if you throw me a $20 super chat, I will literally give you your own spot on one of my shows. It's as simple as that. Do I think Marshawn's going to come back, though? Yeah, I think he's going to come back to Oakland for 2019. It will be more interesting to see what happens if they go out and get Le'Veon Bell, who I think could happen. Quentin Williams, I do really, really like. But again, Quinnen Williams, yeah, out of Alabama, I do really like. And spoiler alert, you may see him on a mock draft that I may have coming out later on today or tomorrow. But if breaking news keeps happening, I'm not quite sure. But Daryl, I will get to the rest of your question when I feature it on my next Raiders Report. Keith Kilinski. Keith. I appreciate the super chat, my man. I mean, I'm not quite at 16.5 million, But if we keep rolling in with the Super Chats, I would definitely appreciate it. Again, if you're not already subscribed, make sure you do at youtube.com/Raider.